What should you wear when you have wow, great talking, Steph. What's up guys? I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing a Q&A, which I've never done on my channel before, so I'm pretty excited. I've been getting a lot of questions about the college program lately and Disney and all that kind of stuff, so I thought I'd make a video about all the questions that y'all have, because that way, if you're wondering these things, I will answer them for you. I wrote down some of the questions that y'all have asked, so let's get started. So first question is, how likely are you to get a role not in your top 3 choices? So when you're applying for the college program, you pick your top 3 roles, and then you can put like mild interest or no interest. If your top 3 choices are stuff that aren't very popular, then you might not get that role. Like let's say you did Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, Photo Pass, and then like character attendant, you might not get any of those 3 specific roles if you're not, you know, really good at one of those categories. Like if you're not like a hairstylist or a photographer or something like that, you might not get those roles. But if you apply for something like attractions or merchandise, quick service food and beverage, those are something that they always need people for, so you're most likely to get that if that's one of your top 3 choices. So kind of going with that, will putting little to no interest hurt your chances of getting into the program? They're not wanting to hire people who have little to no interest in that particular topic. So if you put little to no interest on pretty much everything, you are going to have a harder time getting into the program, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to get into the program. So I would say if you want to go to Disney and want to just have that experience, then maybe open up your options a little bit more. But if you're going just for the work experience and just for getting that particular role, then do what you want when it comes. Next question is, are the rooms predetermined, or do you get to decide who gets what upon arrival? You can go on the dorm's website and you can like link up with people who you would prefer to be with, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be rooming with them. You can also put preferences on what apartment complex you want to stay at, but you can't like put a specific room that you want to be in. Like if you want to be in Chatham in like section 2 or something, you can't put like that specific. If you didn't do anything on dorms, then when you go there, it's just going to be you're going to be put in random housing when it comes to that. Next question is, was there anything you regretted not bringing during my program? Make sure to bring a rain jacket if you have one, because it rains a lot in Florida, and rain boots. I never bought rain boots, but I wish I would have, because I could have used those so many times. So, you know, maybe if you have rain boots, bring those. Remember that it doesn't get very cold there, so you don't need to pack too many like sweaters or scarves or boots or anything like that. But it does get a little chilly, so bring a couple sweaters. And it does get really hot, so tank tops, shorts, that kind of stuff, definitely necessary. If you have a nice camera, then bring it, because I loved taking pictures at all the parks. The camera that I'm filming on, I didn't have that during my program, or I didn't have this one during my program, and I wish I would have bought it before, because it's such good quality, and I wish I would have taken more pictures, or I wish I would have had it when I was there. Like I feel like I'm forgetting something that I was like, oh man, I should have brought that, but I don't think there was. Nope, don't think so. Okay, anyway, next question. Would you suggest doing the spring advantage, fall, or fall advantage? Okay, so I applied for the spring and I got the spring, and I ended up extending that into the spring advantage, which was the perfect amount of time for me. Like, if I would have just done the spring, I would have only been there like 4.5 months, which went by so fast, like way too fast. So doing the spring advantage and being there for 7 months was a really good amount of time. I think that was like the perfect amount of time to be there. But the difference between spring and fall is obviously, you know, weather and stuff. But I chose to do the spring because I didn't want to be away from my family for like Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving. But if you are doing the fall program, it's really cool, because that way you get to see all the Halloween decorations and you get to see the Christmas decorations go up, and that's a really good time to be there. So it's fun to do the fall program. I did this spring and I enjoyed seeing like Easter stuff. Whatever works better for you, whatever you feel more comfortable with, apply for that. Next question is, are merchandise cast members the only ones that work at Magic Kingdom until 3 to 4 a.m. or are there other rules that stay late? Okay, if you work merchandise, you stay pretty late just because you have to do a lot of closing stuff after the park's closed. Like, you don't just, the park doesn't close and then you get to go home. Like, you have to do a bunch of stuff afterwards. I know a lot of other rules at Magic Kingdom had to stay late too. Like quick service, food and beverage had to stay pretty late. I think custodial had to stay pretty late. Let's say that Magic Kingdom closes at 1 o'clock in the morning, okay? That doesn't mean that the whole park closes at 1 o'clock. That means that, you know, all the attractions and merchandise locations for like Adventureland, Frontierland, all that closes at 1. But then Main Street is open for another hour after park closing. And then after Main Street's closed, then we had to stay an hour past then to do all the closing procedures. So if you're working Main Street specifically, that was one of the latest shifts that you could have. But yeah, to answer your question, other roles can stay pretty late. Okay, so next question is, can CPs and ICPs room together? So the answer to that is yes, y'all can room together. I don't know if you can request to be roomed together. I think it has to be kind of random that you're put together because I know that their date and arrival times are a lot different than ours. But you can room with them. I had a couple of friends who were roommates with people from like Norway or Ireland or England. So yeah. And then the next question is, do you ever get breaks to go back home and see your family, or do you just wait till after your program? So you don't have a specific like allotted time that you get to go and see your family, although you can request for time off during your program, and during that time you could go visit your family if you wanted. Kind of if you can fit it into your schedule and if you can request that time off and actually get that time off, then you can go see them. Otherwise, your program goes by really, really quickly, so you don't, I mean, you miss home and you want to go back home sometimes, but you don't really like think about it. You're not like dwelling on the fact that you haven't been home in, you know, 5 months or whatever. Okay, next question is, are most CP, okay, I've actually been asked this question a lot, especially recently, but it's asking, are most CPs over or under 21 years old, and can you room together? So you can room together if you want to, you know, any age can room with whatever, but you can room specifically, like if you want 21 or older, y'all can room together, or 21 and under, y'all can room together, because the whole like alcohol thing, if you're rooming with somebody under the age of 21, you're not allowed to have alcohol in your complex or in your apartment, but if you're rooming with people all over 21, then you can. So just completely up to you. Like I said, was 18 during my program, so I was with all under 21-year-olds, so cool beans. Okay. So another question is, what should you wear if you have class or traditions? So they have a bunch of Disney classes. To those classes or traditions or something that you're supposed to dress like business casual, I generally just wore like a nice dress or a skirt with a nice top. For guys, just wear like a nice dress shirt, maybe a tie, and then like nice dress pants. I don't really know what those are called, but you know what I mean. I feel like I've been messing with my hair this whole video, but it's because it's very soft, so I just like to put it. Next question is, what clothes should you pack for the program? I kind of went over this before, but mostly like tank top, shorts, because it is really hot. You're in Florida, so you know it's humid and sticky and you just want to cool down. So, you know, t-shirts, tanks, all that kind of stuff, great. Tennis shoes, you super need tennis shoes. Bring an umbrella if you have one, because it rains in Florida, like I said. Also, wow, there's a neon Hummer. It's very bright. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so clothes, right. Don't overpack, don't overthink it, just, you can always get something when you're there, when you need it. If you do want to know what I packed for my program, I'll put a link down below. I made a video on things that I was packing, so you can go watch that and see what I packed. That's all my questions for my Q&A. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I answered some of the questions that you had. Oh, also, I'm going to Disney World in 2 weeks, guys. I am so excited. I haven't been since March, and I'm so ready to go. It's been a long few months, guys. Okay, so anyway, I'm super excited to go. If you see me there, come and say hi. If you want to do a meetup, then leave a comment down below and maybe we could go to the Magic Kingdom or something and hang out for a little bit and chat. But yeah, I'm super excited to go. I'm gonna be doing another question and answer video after I get back from my trip from Florida. So if you have any questions about the college program or Disney or me or anything, then leave it down below and I'll try to answer those questions. Thanks again for watching, and follow me on all my social media accounts because we can be best friends. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye!